Okay, and we are back for the second part of, well, this is actually Adventure H1, Keep on the Shadowfell, Encounter A3, and Kobold Lair inside, and we are on the second wave here. So our heroes dispatched the kobolds, the minions, and the skirmishers quite handedly before the fourth round. So we are going on now into the fourth round to where Iron Tooth and the Kobold Dragon Shields and the Kobold Warden Priest will enter the combat. Still, the features of the area are the same: bright light. You can see there's some torches around their little cave or their lair, whatever you want to call it. And the waterfall, which all the heroes are on the inside now, is difficult terrain as it is marked inside the cave. I don't see any other sort of difficult terrain, so that's pretty much it. We've rolled some initiative for the new additions of the monsters and kept the initiative the same for the heroes, and we'll move forward that way. Currently, the heroes do still have the effects of Perrin's Bless, which will end till the end of the encounter, and we'll see what else happens here as we go forward. Anyway, let's get into this and see what we do. I'm going to take Perrin has a +2 on here on his attack off. I'm going to go ahead and take that off because he no longer has that. I think that was from a Lance of Faith by Perrin, and we'll leave it at that. All right, starting off in round 4, going right to the Kobold Dragon Shield. Okay, they got a speed of 5, probably because, yeah, they're wearing scale armor and they got light shields and short swords. Let's see what we want them to do. With the Dragon Shields, an enemy adjacent to the Kobold shifts or moves. Okay, so they get a shift. They also do have shifty. No traits on them at all, besides they got that dirty tactics, which is pretty intense for immobilizing and stuff like that. So we'll see what happens. Let's start with KD2. Let's get the map down just a little bit so we can see what's going on. It's got a speed of 5. I'm sure they at this point have heard that the battle was going on over there, and then things getting kind of quiet, so now they're jumping in. So let's have them go. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a move action, and then you will notice the heroes there. I think he can get a charge at this point. With the charge, you move up to your speed. You gotta move closer to the target. So with a 5, I think 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think he can get to Mira and or Perrin. Where do we want him to go though? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's leave it up to the dice gods. Let's see. Perrin will be odds. Mira will be evens. Let's find out. Perrin is odds. Mira is evens. Going after Mira. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's going to do a charge with a +1 to the attack bonus. And let's go ahead and roll a short sword attack. Against Mira. Going to get a +1 on this. Let's see what happens. Ooh, that's a 21. That's going to be a hit. All right, let's roll some damage. 1d6 +6. And the Kobold marks the target. Oh, that's not good. Ooh, 9 damage. Ouch. Right on the Mira. That's a big hit onto our wizard there. And it says the kobold marks the target until the end of the kobold's next turn. So let's go ahead and put a mark on here from red. I'll put the number 2 so that we know that that's kobold number 2. Has marked Mira. And that was a move. As a minor, he can shift. So let's go ahead and shift him up here. Kind of to be in between Perrin and Mira. And let's move on. Now it is Perrin's turn. Let's get back over to him. You know, I think he needs to get a healing strike out for Mira. With her at now 18 hit points, she's only a few away from being bloodied. So let's have Perrin shift. Now wait a second here. Okay, wait. Maybe not. Just trying to get him into flanking. But let's go back to the Dragon Shield. They have an enemy adjacent to the kobold shifts or moves to a square adjacent. Oh, shifts. Okay, or moves to an adjacent square. They can shift one. What to do there? Maybe because I could have him shift there, but then the kobold could shift back, and he's not anywhere near him because that kobold, the Dragon Shield, that is an immediate reaction. So I think we got to think of something else here. Keeping in mind the tactics of these guys. I guess I could have Perrin shift there, and then the kobold could go either there, and he can shift away from him. He can get away from him, so maybe we just go ahead and have do the healing strike right now for Perrin to actually see if he can get that healing surge upon Mira here at the moment. Let's do that. I'm going to do the healing strike at this spot. Healing strike here. +1 for the bless. Ooh, 19, almost under the 20. Well, 20 wasn't around it, but nice hit. Nice hit. All right, 2d8 +2 radiant damage. Off too, so I don't forget. And not critical. Anything additional? Nope. On the healing it will be. Not bad. 15 damage. We'll take that. Down to 21. Big hit. Big hit. Okay, and then it also says, and you mark the target. So now this one is going to be marked by Perrin, and mark the target into the end of your next turn. In addition, you or one ally within 5 squares of you can spend a healing surge. Yes. Get over to Mira here. Let's go ahead and take one of her healing surges off. She's now down to 5, and her surge value is 6. So he's going to get 6 plus an extra 3 hit points regained. Now, I don't remember Holy Healer's Weapon add +1 enchantment bonus to the amount of healing. Oh, it's got to have the healing. It's got the healing word in it. Why did I not have that there? Let me look this up real quick. Let me check out a Holy Healer's Weapon. Add this weapon's enchantment bonus to the amount healed, because we're using the Holy Healer's Weapon from Perrin. Yeah, Holy Healer's Mace. So I don't know why I didn't have that marked on there. He should be getting the Oh, it's from a healing word. Okay. Add this weapon's enchantment bonus to the amount healed by your healing word. Okay. It's only that, as where the healing strike is doing it through a power. Okay. So we're going to give her 6 plus an extra 3, so it's going to be 9 back on there. I think that's exactly, yep, she'll be back to full. So plus 9. She is back to full health. Nice job, Perrin. She's back to her 27. And that's pretty much it. He does have a move and a minor. Let's have him... What to do? I'll use that healer strike there. See, if I have him move, then that dragon shield is going to shift. Because... an enemy adjacent to the kobold shifts or moves to a square adjacent to the kobold. Okay, if we shift... but, you know, he could move away. But it could provoke then, and we don't want to do that. Because he used a short sword and just marked Mira. I think I'm just going to have him stay there right now. I don't think I'm going to have him move. So that kobold can't get in and around or moving anywhere. So we'll just leave it at that. Leave the move action undone. Nothing really minors. He could downgrade it to. He hasn't used any minors yet, so he could do a move downgraded to a minor. No, we'll leave it at that. Let's leave it at that. Off with Baron. All right, let's go over to the Kobold Worm Priest. He's got a movement of 6, so he's going to want to get in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now he can see into the combat here. And not going to use the dragon breath, but that energy orb. Let's see who he's going to fire it off at. I guess there is 3 people there that he can really kind of see. In Mira, Skylar, and Perrin. So let's see. Let's do 1, 2 Perrin, 3, 4 Skylar, 5, 6 will be Mira. 5, 6. Oh, poor Mira. And she's getting hammered this round. All right, so move action, standard action is going to be energy orb at Mira. No additional modifiers. Oh, that's a hit. 2d6 plus 4. Oh. It's going to be big. Well, hopefully not. No additional modifiers. Oof, 13 damage. Oh, Mira's getting hit hard here. 13. I think that's going to bloody her here at the moment. Let's take a look. 13. She is down to 14. Not quite yet, but she is going to need a healing surge here pretty soon. The Worm Priest does have a minor. I'm going to have him shift forward 1. Actually, shift forward here, so that way the other Dragon Shield can kind of get in there when it's his turn. All right. With that... I think we'll call the Worm Priest's turn done. He used a minor to shift kind of out of the way. Or I guess he could have shifted over here to kind of grab a little bit of cover, possibly. And we'll do that. Because then the other dragon shield can go around him. Let's do that. Okay, and moving on to Harbrek. Harbrek is next. He is not like those guys slamming on... Mira. So, what do I want to have him do? Let's get over to Harbrek's sheet. Reaping Strike. We don't really guess we could knock him prone. But, what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to have him charge with a Reaping Strike. Oh, I guess if he charges, he's got to use his melee basic. So, 1, 2, we'll have him charge here. Or actually, even better yet, charge 1, 2, 3, kind of through, bring him to the top. 1, 2, and 3. And then he's going to do his melee basic against that dragon shield for a charge. So he'll get an extra +1 bonus, and then also that's from the bless, and then a plus, which was a power bonus, I think they called it. Let's look that up again. On the bless, it was a power bonus, and then on the charge, it's just a bonus. So that is going to stack. Now we have an additional 3. Ooh, bad roll. Bad roll. Rolled that 2. That is going to be a miss. But he does get to mark him. So he's going to mark him, which will supersede the mark of Perrin. And he does have a minor. There's nothing really else he wants to do, but he's kind of setting himself up for a sneak attack. Well, for sneak attack damage for Andor. So, with that, let's go ahead and be done with Harbrecht's turn and go on to Andor. And Andor, he's got to get around there. His movement is 6. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now he's in flanking. So he's got flanking on him. Hopefully we can get a critical hit. It would be great. Let's do a slight flourish attack. And see what happens. It's going to be a slight flourish melee. He is going to get an additional 1 for the bless and 2. I better check that. Let's see what kind of bonus it is for combat advantage. It is a bonus, just a bonus. So, yep, that's going to be our 3. Good. All right. Come on, critical hit. Oh, that's close. 19. That's still a good hit. So he's going to get his he'll get his sneak attack damage, but he's not going to get anything critical. So let's roll some damage. 1d4 plus 8, and then the sneak attack damage of 2d8, but no critical and no other modifiers. 19 damage. Is that enough to do him in? Oh, almost. Down to 2. Whew. I guess that dragon shield is questioning his tactics here of just running right on in. Nothing immediate reaction he can do. I guess he could have shifted. I keep forgetting that. He could have shifted when they came into melee with him. Didn't think about that. We'll leave it at there for now. I'm not going to retcon it. Yeah, because the enemy adjacent to it or moves to a square adjacent to the kobold, he can then shift. So, you know, like when Harbrecht came down here, he could have shifted here, or he could have shifted down here, but still Andor would have been able to get to a spot, but then he would have shifted again, so he probably could have got out of being flanked. But I'll leave it as it is for now and keep playing. I'll go ahead with it. Yeah, all good. Minor action. Nothing he wants to do right now. Doesn't really need to kick his repulsion armor in yet or not, but you know, I think he's really going to want to try to get down to that freaking worm priest. We'll leave it at that. Next one coming up will be Iron Tooth. Let's get over to him. Iron Tooth, way up here in the corner. He's going to hear the battle going on. He's got a movement of 6, so I figured he would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kind of get in there and notice that there's stuff going on, and then I think he would charge with his battleaxe, and he's going to charge to here. 1, 2, 3, and we will choose on Perrin or Andor with his attack. I'm thinking we'll do a dice roll and See if Perrin will be odds and Andor will be evens. Evens, it's Andor. Okay. Battleaxe. Here it comes. On to Andor. He did charge, so he's going to get a +1. Oh, that's a hit. That's a hit. He's not bloodied. It's against saves. So yeah, let's go ahead and roll some damage. It's going to be 1d8 +4. At 1d8 +4, no additional. Nice, minimum damage. Only 5 damage onto Andor. You can take that. Yeah. Does Andor have anything that goes off? Nope, and just when he drops someone to hit points, or you are hit by an attack, the attacker must reroll it. Wasn't a critical, it was a low damage. I'm not going to kick that second chance in there yet. Perrin has some things he could do too. An enemy scores a critical hit. You know, I don't think we're in dire straits right now to have to use that. So, with that, I think Irontooth, he used his move. Doesn't have any minors he can use, so we will go ahead and move on from there to Mira's turn. And, you know, she's gotten hit pretty hard here. But I think she would know that Perrin has some stuff that he could take care of. Man, but when she shifts... Okay, let's scroll the map over here. What is it? KD1. Oh, we haven't got to round 5 yet. Okay. Let's kind of reset the map here because I think it's all going to happen right here. When Mira shifts to try to get back and away, that dragon shield can shift. He can get in there on her because she really... But if he goes after her and tries to attack, Harbrick can get a shot in there. So, and she is marked. So, let's see. Because what I'd really like to try to do is cast Sleep on Irontooth. Because he's got like 106 hit points. I don't want him to get to our melee guys because he could be nasty. Let's see here. What can she do? Mira. Miss what attack? She's got her heroic effort. Got her action point. Yeah, we should probably be bringing some of these out soon. Oh, I forgot. I could have done her Moonstride where she was hit and then she could become insubstantial. I could have done that with the first one, but there again, I'm not going to retcon it. I'll just let it go. Kind of balanced out the whole dragon shield thing with that. And she could have taken half damage from all that. But we'll go ahead and leave it there. I'll keep that into consideration now. I should have remembered that. But what can we have her do? I mean, she needs to get away from... she needs to move away. And if she uses her move action to shift, she can go 1 square. Or she could go this way too. But then that dragon... the dragon shield can also shift too. Oh wait, yeah, she's here. That's right. Yep. What to do? Because you definitely don't want her to do a melee attack. You really want to try to get some sort of hit going here. Let's. Okay. So. I think I'm going to have her move back here as her move action. And then that will trigger the dragon shield. It will trigger his, which is immediate reaction, so it'll happen afterwards. An enemy adjacent to the kobold shifts. So that was Mira. The kobold can shift 1 square. So he's going to move here because he doesn't want to be in that flanking between those two. And there... God, golly. Now, if Mira casts, she is going to provoke an opportunity attack, which, with the dragon shield, that would be his short sword attack in this melee basic. So, she needs to get some distance somehow. You know, maybe we just forego it right now. You know, and she... Oh, because immediate reactions, they can only take once per round. So I could have her downgrade her standard to a move action and then shift again just to get some space, and then she could action point. I could do that because immediate reactions, let me look this up. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Action types. Once per combatant's turn. Yep, you can only you can take only one opportunity action during another combatant's turn, but you can take any number during a round. Okay, so during Mira's turn here, she shifted with her move action. She doesn't have a minor that allows her to move or anything like that. So she can downgrade her standard and shift again, but she can't shift here because then she can't shift into difficult terrain, but she can get herself in the corner here. So I think what I'll do is have her do that with her standard, and then I'm going to have her action point, use her action point, be done with it. She gets a +3 bonus to the attack roll when making with an action point, and I think I'm going to have her do her sleep, which is a area burst 2. Let's bring that out. And I'm going to put this to the back. And I kind of want to do it there because I don't want it to get everybody. It's area burst 2. Kind of center it on that dead minion there, just to get Iron Tooth in there. And then she's going to get her +3 bonus to the attack roll. So she's going to have attack versus his will with a +9. And what we're trying to do is slow him and then have him make a saving throw and fail, and then fall unconscious. Fingers crossed. All right, let's make sure that's what we want to do. I mean, because Ray of Frost will slow him, but I would rather have him be slowed through sleep and then have that chance of falling unconscious. And she does have her heroic effort that she can do too, as long as she doesn't roll a 1. Fingers crossed. All right, let's do it. All right, sleep. On to him. And she hits this, the standard, and then an extra 3 here. Ooh, is that enough? Oh, no. Okay. Bad rolls. Even with all that 9, 15, 2 off, so we're going to have her use her heroic effort to gain a +4 racial bonus to the attack roller saving throw. Let's do that. That will make that to a 19, and that will hit. So she used her sleep. No damage, but Iron Tooth will be slowed. So let me write that down. And this is in round 4. Iron Tooth is slowed. And it is save ends. And the source was Mira from her sleep spell. Okay. Got it. Okay. With that, he's used his second wind for the encounter, and he can spend a healing surge. Second wind does not have the healing in there. I don't know why I've seen Dwarf and Resilience on there. I think I must have copied it from Harbrick. I have that on all of them. Yes, I do. That's not what it is. But he just gets to spend a healing surge. So he's going to get a search value of 7. So I'll take one of his off here. Get him 1. And he's going to get plus 7. He's up to 24. Not quite the max yet, but still, he's going to draw Iron Tooth towards him. But at least he's got the plus 2s to kind of help him against all that. And he does have a minor close burst 5. He's not going to be able to get Mira. 2. Yeah, 5 is only 3 squares out. I forgot about his knack for success too. It's a minor action. Choose one of the following. Target gains a +2 power bonus to his next attack roll until the end of the turn. And next skill check. Makes a saving throw, or the target shifts 2 squares as a free action. Okay. Well, he's done that. You know, maybe I have him knack for success, and the target shifts to up to 2 squares as a free action, and I can have him get back in. No, because I need Iron Tooth to move. I need him to move, or else he's going to be able to do. I think it's 2 strikes. Is it 2 different targets? Nope. He makes a melee basic attack against 2 adjacent creatures. Okay, so he's only if he doesn't move. Okay, so he wouldn't be able to hit twice, but still at the same time, I think I like where Perrin's at, because Harbreck will be next. No, you know, maybe I'm going to do this. So I'm going to have him knack for success as his minor, and he's going to shift 2 squares as a free action and go 1, 2, because Harbreck will be coming up after the Worm Priest, and then I can have him charge after Iron Tooth with his 27 damage, and he's got flanking on him too. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens here. But then we gotta move away, because then Iron Tooth's turn's coming up, and then he can attack them both. Yeah, that's probably not good. Do I want to do that? Because it's just going to be a regular attack. I'm just trying to get combat advantage. So maybe I just leave him there and let Iron Tooth come to him so that he doesn't go. I could have Harbreck also delay until afterwards. I could probably have Mira and Skylar take him out though. Okay, let's leave him there. Take the knack for success off. Leave Perrin at that. Moving on to the Worm Priest. He is in melee with Andor, who has shifted him up there. I think there was it with a positioning strike he did that. Did he use that? No, he didn't. How did he shift him there? I can't remember. Oh yeah, he did his he slid him there. Okay. With his trick strike. So he's now not able to shift anywhere to get away from Andor. He shifts here and then tries to move away so he can use his energy orb. But he does have this thing called Dragon Breath. So what he's going to do, let's go ahead and plop it on out here. And this is not going to be fun. He is going to Dragon Breath just like this. That's going to hit 3 people, possibly. Let's see what happens. I didn't think about that one. All good. Close blast 3, creatures in the blast. So, first of all, let's do it against Andor. He's closest. And he doesn't get any additionals. Come on, miss. That's a hit. Andor gets hit. Alright, Dragon Breath. Wait, hold on a second. Cancel that. Does Andor have anything that can go off because of that? immediate reaction. Nope, that's where you drop him. It wasn't a critical hit, so Pair Instinct wouldn't come into effect. Nope, nothing there. Moving on to Mira. Dragon Breath. Come on, big miss. That's a hit too. 20 against 40. Oof. Oof. Dragon Breath against Harbrick. Oh, hits all three of them. Oh my goodness. Okay, because they would have taken half damage, but we're going to have to roll it. 2d6 plus 4. No modifiers. 11 damage on each. Ooh, that hurts. Is it going to hurt Mira? Oh, yes. She is now bloodied. Down to 3 hit points. Oh, she's hurting. Oh, wait. So with the 11, that will be 3 off there. So his will go away. And then 3 off the 11, it brings him to 8. Minus 8. Down to 22. Oh, big usage of Dragon Breath. Right at the right time and to the right people. Poor Mira is holding on by a thread here at 3 hit points. Gotta get that up somehow. Alright. Let's look here and see. Alright, that was... He didn't move. And... He's got a minor, but he... Wait a second here. He used a close blast effect. Does that provoke an opportunity attack from Andor? Let's find out. Or an area power. That is an area power. If an enemy adjacent to you uses a ranged power or an area power, you can make an opportunity attack against that enemy. We're doing it. Alright, Andor. Hit him up. He's going to go ahead and just use his melee basic, because he can't use anything else as a melee basic. I don't think he gets any sort of bonuses to an opportunity attack, but so we'll just do a straight melee basic against him. He does have +1 for bless. 22 is going to be a hit. That will be 1d4 plus 2. Not sneak attack. He doesn't have combat advantage. No modifiers. Max damage. Nice. 6. That works. Okay. He's down to 9 hit points. We're getting him down there. Oh, but it's so close. Mira's hanging on with a thread of 3. That's not good. With the Worm Priest, I mean, he could shift. I don't think he wants to shift into that room. I think he'll shift here. Just to kind of get back and get out and away. He knows this is not going well. Iron Tooth's bloodied, being crazy like he does with his blood craze. And he's going to try to get out of there. But he shifted, and I don't think there's any other move. I don't think he's getting a chance to move, not right now. Can see if he can get away. Alright. Harbrick's up next. Alright. What can Harbrick do? Ooh. You know what? Each enemy, he's going to use his foe maker right now. It is a standard action. Each enemy within 5 squares of you that you can see is marked until the end of the turn. No, we don't want to do that yet. Really got to get on Iron Tooth here. He's down at 27 hit points. I think Andor will take care of the Worm Priest on his turn next. So, you know, I think we'll just go ahead and have him move forward. 1, 2. He's used his action point. He doesn't need a second win. I guess he can pick an adjacent enemy. He's not adjacent. He's adjacent to him now. That's a move action. Alright, he's just going to have to do a reaping strike. It's all really the only thing he can really do. So let's do it. Hope for critical. +1 for the bless. Oh, man. What did I tell you about those 19s? That's still a hit, though. That works. All right. 2d6 plus 6 damage. I don't think we have missed Iron Tooth this whole combat. Oh, rolled off that onto the 1. 12 damage onto Iron Tooth. I think we've used his action point we have. Let's go ahead and mark him. That way he'll now focus upon Harbrick instead of Perrin on his turn coming up. He still does have a minor action. He could second wind, but you know, he really doesn't need it right now. Even with a critical hit, it won't get up there. I don't think there's anything else we want to do here. He could have, you know, did a spinning strike and knocked him prone. Would have been the same thing, but then he couldn't get up. But yeah, I think we'll stay with what we did here. Let's just do that. On to Andor. Andor is going to finish this guy off, hopefully. Knock on wood. You know, I think we just sly flourish and hope for the best. He doesn't have an action point. He's already used it. If he can do 9 damage, which he will if he hits. So, let's do it. +1 for bless. Oh, he just missed him by 2. Is there anything that he can do? No, there's not. It's when he's hit by an attack. I guess he could have used his second chance during that dragon breath, but I didn't remember it. He could make him re-roll the attack against him. Oh, and then Mira too. I could have had her go insubstantial, but you know, I don't think we're that dire straits right now. It just pisses me off though. He just missed that stinking worm priest, and now he's going to have to go again. So, sly flourish, that's just a miss. 4 is a miss. Nothing to do to re-roll it. Nothing to do to make anything happen out of that. With that, Andor, here I used his tumble. I mean, he could shift, and he could kind of block off the area, maybe right there, because then that would give him, I think he's better there. That way he can kind of block off the squares so that the worm priest can't go after Mira. But it's probably going to disengage somehow. So with that, I think I'll have him come down here. Do that. Let's do that. Have him move down there, shift down there. And we'll leave it at that. Alright. On to Iron Tooth. Now he's marked by Harbrick, so obviously he is going to go after Harbrick with his battleaxe attack. He is adjacent to him. When Iron Tooth doesn't move on his turn, he didn't. He makes a melee basic attack against 2 adjacent creatures. Well, there's no other adjacent creature to him. So, unless he wants to hack into a dead kobold. So we're just going to do his regular battleaxe attack. Because he is blood crazed, he must attack the nearest foe, charging when possible. But he does get that extra 1d10 damage, and he's going to heal for 5 hit points. So, battleaxe, Harbrick, no additional. And that is a miss. And he does have a move action. I don't think he's want to move into a flank. You know, maybe he moves over to this side because he really wants to go after the weakened wizard here. But if he does that, if he shifts, he will provoke from Harbrick. So, because if he leaves a square, and whenever an enemy marked by you is adjacent to you and shifts or makes an attack that doesn't include you, yeah, I mean, he's blood crazed. Let's leave it up to the dice gods. Okay, odds he shifts, evens he stays. Evens he stays. Okay, he's not doing it. He's going to just stay right there and take his chances. And nothing really else he can do. Moving on. Mira's up next. Yep. What do we want to do, Mira? You know, we could get a good 9. Does she still have an action point? I think she used hers. She sure did. You know, she might be able to just do the quick 9 on this Worm Priest. And then Andor can get up on his turn, up to Iron Tooth there, instead of focusing on there. I think we're going to do that. So what I'm going to have her do is she will do her magic missile, just targeting one creature, and that will be onto the Worm Priest. No additional 9 damage, and that will take him out. Andrew's going to be like, I had him. He was all mine. And she's going to say, get the crazy goblin. Okay, with that, she is going to move. She needs to get away from him. So she's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. She's going to get down here so that he can't charge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He won't be able to get to her. But she can still be in range for him because she will have, at least if he stays there, I should say. If she stays there with one corner, she can see him there with no one blocking and see there with no blocking. She probably could see there too. Yep. So she's got all 4 squares from that spot onto Iron Tooth. So that was a move. She doesn't have any minors. She already used everything else. Didn't get to use her acid arrow. So that's it for Mira. All right, moving on. Skylar. I think we need to have her come in and do some damage here. She's already used her big guns. She still has her heroic effort, so I think we just look at our highest damage. She could do her fading strike again, but she can't use shift 2 squares. She can't shift into difficult terrain, so she's going to have to move. So I think we have her go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We're actually good right there. That way Iron Tooth doesn't have a line on her. Even though he's blood crazy, he's got to attack the nearest guy. So she moved there. She could twin strike. But he is the quarry because there's nobody else there. I think I'm going to have her just do a nimble strike. Yeah, or just a ranged basic. He's the quarry, so we're all 1d10 plus 7 damage. I really don't want her to have to shift and shift 1 square before or after the attack. I mean, I could have her gone there and then shift 1 there. Let's just do a nimble strike. Plus 1 for bless. That's enough to hit. Nimble strike, 1d10 plus 7. And plus 1d6 because he is quarried. No critical. Oh, rolled right off that 9 onto the 1 again. Ah, just nickel and dime. But that's still 12 damage, and he's down to 3. Oh, I did forget Iron Tooth's turn to heal him for 5, so let's go ahead and add a 5 on there for him, because he did have his turn come and go. All right, he's hanging on there at 8 hit points. It's not looking good for him. All right, we are on to round number 7. And Perrin's up. You know, Harbrecht's in melee with him there. I think he knows he needs to get some healing word onto Mira, but his healing word, he has to be close burst 5, but he could probably get over there. He goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then if he double moves and goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and gets there, or even just right there, and then he's within 5 there, and he's going to use the second healing word onto Mira, which that will allow Mira to spend a healing surge with an extra 1d6 and +4. So her surge is 6. So let's go ahead and do her 1d6 roll to what's going to be extra. So it's going to be 3 extra, so she will get her 6 +4, which is 10, so 13 hit points back. Feeling a little bit better. And we need to take a surge off of her. Down to 4, and she's hanging at 16 hit points. All right, healing words are all used up. That was his move, standards and minor. That's enough for Perrin. That's it. Harbrecht's turn now. At this point, I think Harbrecht is going to use his pass forward. You pick an adjacent enemy and move up to your speed. As long as you end your movement in square adjacent to him, you don't provoke opportunity attacks. Well, guess where he's going to go? He's going to go up to here. And then he's going to attack again with, I think, another Reaping Strike. Because then he could do 3 damage if he misses. We could probably also knock him prone. Let's try that. Let's do a spinning attack. He does it all with his pass forward. He goes around him, and then he spinning attacks him at the same time. Let's do it. Let's do it. See what happens. +1 for bless. Oh, just missed by 5, by 3. Oh, man. Sometimes the dice just don't go your way. So he used up his spinning attack. That's gone now, and he doesn't get to knock him prone. But with him being crazed and stuff, that's there. But guess who's up next? This is why we did this, Andor. He's going to be able to get combat advantage. Let's go ahead and have him move his speed up to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Combat advantage. Don't really need a position strike him. I think I'm just going to sly flourish here. He's already used everything else. We don't want to repulsion armor him because we already got him where we want him. So let's just go ahead and make the attack with the sly flourish melee. It's going to be +2 for the combat advantage and +1 power bonus for the bless. So here we go. Oh, just missed by 1. You're kidding me. They're having a hard time here. Did I miss anything? 1d10 plus? Yep, I got the 3. Combat advantage and the bless. Unfortunately, a miss is a miss. He's already used his tumble. That's it. That's so bad. He could have got him too. With 8 hit points left, he could have got him. Now, Iron Tooth is going to get those double attacks against him. I was really hoping that would happen. What wouldn't happen, and that we could have got him. I guess as a minor he could use his repulsion armor, push the enemy 1 square as an immediate reaction. Power lasts until the end of the turn, but yeah, I'm not going to worry about that right now. Let's go on to Iron Tooth. He's going to finally get his dual axe attack, where he's going to be able to attack both Andor and Harbrick, and they are down. This could drop Andor. It really, really could. I guess I could have had him second wind. Let me look at maybe have him second wind before he ran over there, because he does have second wind is as a standard. Nope, I couldn't do it. Can't do it. All right, Irontooth's up. He's going to dual axe. Start on to Andor first. No additionals. That's a hit. And dual axe on Harbrick. No additionals. And that's a miss. Okay, he's going to hit Harbrick. He's going to get the 1d8 plus 4. And he's going to get an additional 1d10. Oops. Oh, 12 is going to be just enough. Oh, he's got 1 hit point left. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. Wait a second here. Where's Andor? Did he have something when he's hit by an attack? Yes, right there. Immediate interrupt. You are hit by an attack. The attacker must re-roll the attack and use the second one, even if it's lower. Let's make him re-roll that. One more time. Oh, it still hits. Okay. Still doing the 12 damage. We tried. It's down to 1 hit point. He's hanging on by a thread. Nothing else he can do there. Action points up. Everything's out. With that, I don't think he's going to move again, because he will... Wait a second here. I just forgot something. Guess what? He's marked by Harbrick. Whenever an enemy adjacent to you shifts or attacks someone that doesn't include you as the target, you make a melee basic against him. And this is an immediate interrupt before that 12 damage will go on there. So I'm going to give him his 12 back and see with his melee basic, what's he going to do here? He gets a +1 for bless. Is it going to hit? 21 is a hit. All right, let's roll some damage. Harbrick, melee basic, 2d6 plus 2. This could do it. He could actually save him. Not a critical, no additional modifiers. 10 damage is enough. I forgot about that. He's marked. That is going to take Irontooth. Go ahead and take his marks off. Into the graveyard, buddy. And he will forego that damage to Andor, who's hanging at 13 hit points. Wow, how did I get in? Oh, I got 7 on there. I'm just seeing things. Okay. And with that, we are out of combat. Irontooth is dispatched. Very scarily. It was very, very weird. Yeah, let's go ahead and take Perrin's castle off, because that will go off too. And we'll go to the end of the encounter, and yes, Irontooth and his kobolds are all dispatched. With that, we will go into the they'll check around the area, and they will find between all the kobolds, they'll find 12 gold pieces and 48 silver pieces. Then when they ever enter the treasure chamber, they're going to find a chest and some other things too, which basically end up to being about 420 gold pieces, and then +1 dwarven chainmail. That could come in handy there, Harbrick. Don't know. We'll see. Anyways, that was the second wave encounter of the Kobold Lair on the inside, encounter A3, and that's how we all turned out here. Until next time, hope you enjoyed it, and we'll talk to you soon.